William. Here's the thing.
The reason, the point.
No.
It doesn't matter what the title is.
Adam, listen, and William, listen. The reason they changed it from Johnny Utah was because people just kept mispronouncing Johnny Utah. They would say it as like Johnny Utah, but the actual way it's pronounced.
Let's just start over, honestly. Because
Utah.
I want to start over because this is like already the Adam show, and it's like I hate Adam.
No. I'll take.
No. We're starting over for real.
We're
starting with this part with me being angry. So you got my blood pumping. I'm angry. We just spent 10 minutes listening to Adam chit chat about nonsense.
My point won't be.
You don't have a point. You're not interested.
Mute him.
This isn't interesting for the
Ryan.
audience. Imagine your mother listening to this.
Hi, Mrs. Bowers.
My mom.
And
you're talking about my mom.
She's wearing her shorts. She's got her crop down. She's got her top 2 buttons undone.
I thought we were trying to talk about starting over so we could talk about the movie.
She's got her shaved head. She looks like Lori Petty. All right, let's get into it. So today's movie is Point Break, 1991, directed by Catherine Bigelow. It's the screenplay is credited to 2 guys who wrote a bunch of garbage, bunch of straight-to-video movies.
Sorry, Catherine Bigelow. Any relation to Deuce?
Yeah,
no relation, but made possible inspiration. But James Cameron, who was married to Catherine Bigelow at the time, said he and Catherine Bigelow rewrote the movie, and they made it into the streamlined, cool, cold. This movie is like a Coors Light on a hot day. I mean, it just goes down smooth.
Oh my God.
This is an easy, smooth movie to watch. It's slick.
Easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl.
And
yeah, I can get some Johnny Utah.
I like how they do those surf scenes where like they're surfing.
I like trains.
No, they're like no more than that.
I like turtles.
I have more to say.
I like when they do the surf scenes.
I like turtles. Yeah, you know how like the surf scenes are like slow motion and like there's like guitar licks getting played on it, and it's
okay. William, you had some steam going.
Doesn't really go with what you're seeing, but it's just
like a fucking song, dude.
Wipeout.
I'm just saying it's a chill. I mean, I'm trying to say what I agree with what you're saying.
The running gag of Adam being Beavis, where it's like Beavis is focusing on the small little details, and Butthead gets angry and slaps him, is just perfect for mine and Adam's relationship. It's like he's talking about guitar licks. It's a fucking rock song playing.
Well, no, I'm saying it's like a ballad, monster ballad.
I'm watching the movie, and I hear a drum making a beat, and
tribal, very tribal,
and a guitar is playing at the same time as the drum.
That's true.
Yeah,
and it's like it's a song, bro.
If I can be honest, I've never watched Beavis and Butthead, but you both seem like a couple of buttheads to me.
All right, Ryan, calm down. All right, so this movie goes down smooth. It's James Cameron. His first movie that he's credited as director is Piranha 2, but he got fired after 5 days. His first real movie,
really?
His first real movie. Well, the producer did it as a trick to take over directing. It's like a thing where you hire an inexperienced director, fire them, and then now the producer's directing. So The Terminator is his like first actual movie. Shockingly good screenplay, like an unbelievably well-written movie. Terminator, for a guy who's never made a movie before, never written another screenplay, or I guess he had written some things, but like, fuck, Terminator just works from beginning to end. You know,
why do we talk about you always bring up Terminator every single episode?
Because
you bring up Terminator.
James Cameron is co-writer of Point Break, and this movie fucking flows so nicely. And it's like, there's this thing with cop movies in the 80s where I guess it probably started with Dirty Harry, then with Beverly Hills Cop, then with Lethal Weapon. I mean, cop movies in the 80s, they are so unrealistic. They don't do, I mean, there's no semblance of reality with anything in an 80s cop movie. And Point Break really carries that over with the FBI. Like,
yeah, they didn't choke anybody in this movie.
They don't choke anyone.
They didn't choke anybody out in front of everybody in this movie.
Yeah, Keanu's actually the first cop to not shoot someone in the back.
Yeah.
You know?
It's pretty chill.
Quoting your own Letterboxd review. Very cool.
Hey,
look, it's a joke. Hey, he has a joke this time.
Popped in my head.
He delivered it.
I did it.
You, Adam. I'm crushing this.
Yeah,
episode.
like the bias. This bullshit. This is such a bullshit podcast. This is the response I get.
Look, I don't trust.
It's already tested on Letterboxd. It's very well.
We're talking about Adam again. Let's talk about Point Break.
Yeah, the Adam show's over. It's like
all you had to do was go.
So I first saw this. The first time I saw this movie was in on VHS in like probably 91, 92. I was a little kid. It made such an impact on me. I remember shots from this movie from that first time seeing it that
probably all the shirtless dudes.
We're talking hunks. We're talking hot guys.
Oh my God, we're talking hunks. Even the girls are hunks.
Catherine Bigelow is
half the time I don't know which ones are the guys and which ones are the girls. They're just beautiful hunks.
A little androgyny, very hip. But yeah, like Catherine Bigelow is maybe the best woman director of all time. I mean,
I would say one of the best directors. This movie, I forget how I've seen this like a billion times. Probably last time I've seen it was like 5 years ago. I forget how freaking dope like every single shot is. And then especially the like skydiving, anything in a plane, anything in that, like I forget how like the chasing through the alleyway. It's just so unique. And like
that scene is so good.
You
feel like you're there.
Here's like the memories that stick out to me. Here are the little shot moments that I'll never forget. And I remember even being like 8 years old watching it. Anthony Kiedis getting shot in the foot. That shot of his sneaker getting just blown up with a shotgun. So painful and so visceral. Another thing I remember, Ryan mentioned skydiving. Remember fucking what's his face? Patrick Swayze when he's skydiving the first time and he has like ballet shoes on or something and his like keeps his feet like completely together and he's doing like spin moves and stuff.
Well, he knows like karate and shit.
No, he knows ballet. He's the classically trained
dude. He knows skydiving. He was.
No, I mean his character.
He was kind of a Tom Cruise type
in
of
real
guy.
life was addicted to skydiving.
Yeah, so that's why they let him do that. Yeah,
that's awesome.
But I'm saying his character was like he like knew kung fu.
It's an amazing role for Patrick Swayze.
He was kicking. He kicks in the movie, which I think Patrick does on a lot of his stuff. But it is weird to see like a random person kick in a fight.
He does his own
somebody who's not like a kung fu guy.
Yeah, he does all his own stunts. Yeah,
in like a fist fight, seeing a guy doing spin kicks and stuff.
Yeah,
that's
weird. How I fight.
See.
I put my hands in my pocket. If somebody flexes on me, I put my hands in my pocket and I just do a quick little 360.
Oh, nice!
Double kick.
You like DDR on them?
Yeah,
usually with their hands in their pockets.
Usually I'm too drunk, so I like miss and stumble, and then I just get jumped by like 5 dudes. But I try it.
Do you know Adam's fighting technique?
I've got a few ideas. I know a few of his.
He pulls his pants down and lays on his tummy and starts crying.
No, he lays on his back and starts peeing up and he just looks like a baby. Yeah, he just looks like a baby cherub. just belly out
like,
his little dingus.
He's like a sprinkler. He starts rolling left and right and he makes an arc.
It's like one of those wacky sprinklers, one of those wacky wild sprinklers. And
like
everyone's just like, oh, so everyone he just creates an aura.
I thought he laid on his tummy, pulled down his pants and started crying and then just did a little poo waterfall or a poo volcano.
Crying. He's crying. Everything is accurate about what you just said, except he's on his back.
And then the guy,
I'm kicking the guy.
Then there's me, kicking, doing karate, beating the shit out of people. He's like, "What? That's so weird."
You're doing that like next to me.
He's kicking.
That's a lot worse. Yeah.
I'm the cool guy. Swayze though.
I mean, best scene. We're already talking about. I'm gonna assume that everybody listening has seen Point Break. So we don't need to go chronologically.
Yeah, this is why I wanted to pick this movie because it's friendship and bank robbery, and it's a movie that
about
it's so over
It's
talked
mostly
about.
it's mostly friendship.
It's a good movie to talk about because at least people have seen it. It's not like fucking some of the more obscure movies.
Anything else that you picked? Yeah. But that scene, like the best scene in the whole movie, is obviously the last time you see him skydive.
Yeah, jumping out of the plane without a parachute.
But you know, and you just know it's actually it's Point Break.
But you just cut out, so we didn't talk. You're making reference to something that's going to be cut.
No, I know. I was just going to keep moving on, but now we're talking about it. At least. So that scene where he falls out, we all know the scene where he falls out.
A great point.
The direction on that shit when he just falls out backwards.
That's really him.
Yeah, it's awesome.
No, I know that's really him, but the direction on that, like you couldn't even zoom in, like you couldn't even fake that.
He goes so fast.
So fast. It looks CGI almost.
It's a real shame the shots of Keanu Reeves don't look as real, or anyone else in that scene. It's like you have one real shot of Patrick Swayze jumping out of the plane. And you're like,
and then it's like Patrick visceral and raw. Yeah.
And then you have all these other shots of like a guy's head with the camera pointing up at a blue sky.
Yeah, he's clearly
just pretending.
That's one of my favorite things in any movie, though, is a free fall like that. When somebody is like falling down without a parachute and makes the choice to do it, that's one of my favorite things in
one of the greatest free falls of all time.
That sounds cool.
First Blood, when Rambo jumps off a cliff and lands on a tree.
Oh, yeah.
Sylvester Stallone did that?
No.
They
had a stuntman, but
he should have. It's a guy. He was too tiny. He kept going in between the branches, so they had to get a stunt guy in.
These wig guys, they do a lot.
What are you trying to do with this wig joke?
Yeah,
what are you trying to make this thing work? What do you mean wigs? Fine, do your wig joke.
What are you talking about? Do a wig.
They're wearing wigs.
Stallone has wigs.
Yeah. They're jumping out of planes. With
stunt
wigs.
Guys all have they wear wigs a lot.
It's like a Spaceballs,
and it's obvious wigs.
It's like a Spaceballs reference when the stunt men got arrested.
Come on, just play a ball a little bit.
I just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So
you're having your own conversation. So you play ball.
I mean, I realize
we're playing ball. We're playing ball. You're playing golf or some shit. I don't know.
He's making up his own weird song.
He goes,
This is more gaslighting bullshit.
Adam Longstocking.
I see the truth now.
Adam's like Pippi Longstocking, but like lamer.
Wait, why? Pippi Longstocking is
no. Adam's like Johnny Utah's first surfboard. The one that just immediately gets roasted by Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, let's talk about Johnny Utah because
it's got like cool flames on it.
The most shocking thing to me watching this as an adult now is how lame and awful of a character Johnny Utah is, and he's so bad.
Is it Keanu?
No, it's the writing. So really? Keanu is definitely not as good as he'll become later. I feel like The Matrix is his first really good adult performance.
He found his voice. Yeah,
but he had been playing. Hey, I'm talking. He was in River's Edge and Bill and Ted. He's playing the stoner, the comic relief, or
River's Edge is kind of an adult.
The burnout. He's playing a burnout. So in this movie, he's supposed to play an FBI agent, and I'll say this: they originally wanted Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp could never appear to be a college football star.
He did that. He did that in that under his 21 Jump Street. Was that before?
They're in high school, dude. That's like
No, I know, but was that before? Obviously 21 Jump Street was before. I think Johnny Depp would have been a perfect cast for this too. He would have been a good Johnny Utah. They would have had to change the sport. Cross country or something would have made more sense because the football part doesn't really matter that much, but the fact that he can catch up and tackle.
I mean, Johnny Depp would have been
Patrick
good.
Swayze was a huge key element
Johnny
of the
Utah
movie.
Is a all-American type or whatever.
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
He's like from Kansas.
Keanu Reeves. Yeah, he's like a corn-fed kind of American cliche guy. but
like one of those shitty states,
football star.
Those bum fuck loser states like Nebraska
and Florida. those states where your parents become heroin addicts and then ruin their lives. Oh no, that wasn't ours. Oh, sorry, that was wherever Williams from.
I'm the one who's insulting. Oh my, there you go. California. Look, he's from Ohio. Yeah, he's an Ohio guy.
But Keanu Reeves is not an all-American looking guy.
He's a Buckeye.
He's half Asian. That's not what this character.
Hey, calm down.
Adam, what is it? Hitler? Adam, yeah, Hitler. What does it say on the Statue of Liberty?
I was doing a podcast with fucking Adolf Hitler over here.
This is really bad.
Adam what does an American look like?
He's Canadian. But Keanu Reeves doesn't. There's like shots of him. He's pretty big in the movie and stuff. There's shots of him where you could picture like a guy who looks like that cliche in a full way. I don't know. It's kind of interesting, like when movies
like the guy
do that
from,
or don't do that. Because Patrick Swayze is kind of like the cliche.
Well, Keanu Reeves also went on to play a quarterback in The Replacement later.
When you two talk at the same time.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, Keanu Reeves did play football player later. Keanu Reeves is tall. That's all I'm saying. Keanu Reeves is tall. Johnny Depp is like what, 5'10", 5'11",
and he gets beat up by women.
Yeah, the
Good
world's biggest wimp.
Not like pussy. In a sexy way.
You would think Johnny Depp would have like a ninja star or like a sword or something that he would just be itching to use, and like
a pirate saber.
Yeah, just like a club.
That would
just
be
like,
cool.
Like a weird weapon that he keeps around the house that he would.
It's clearly a prop from Pirates.
A Spanish pistol.
Yeah, with one bullet in it from the movie.
Yeah, and just blow her leg apart, shitting on the bed.
I bet that was him that shit on the bed. All right, so
he
Johnny
cuts her
Utah.
up with scissor hands.
Why is he called? Oh, so the names in this movie, every single name in this movie is fucking amazing. Johnny Utah.
Bodie.
I'd have to go on a. Yeah, Bodie. That's okay.
Papas.
Gary
Busey. Gary Busey playing
what's
Greek.
His last name? Papas.
He's playing a Greek. Now he doesn't appear Greek.
Interesting. Another.
He doesn't have an all Greek look.
Flip these two actors, and there you go. You have your correct casting.
You wanted Gary Busey as a 25-year-old ex-college football player.
Yeah.
This Adam guy's crazy. How can he say such crazy things? He's thinking outside the box.
That would be like Steve Buscemi in that one movie. He was like, "Hello, fellow teens."
Yeah.
Dude, if Gary Busey was Johnny Utah, post motorcycle accident,
Keanu kind of
post motorcycle, and then Patrick Swayze was Nick Nolte.
Hey, mama, I'm a former college football player. I'm looking to learn how to surf. Maybe you could show me a thing or two. That would be Gary Busey. I think he could do one of his Buseyisms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you guys watch that show?
No, but he would say like an anagram. I'm trying to think of one for
FBI agent.
FAGGOT.
Oh yeah, you're right. He would do anagrams a lot.
Falling ain't
oh boy
got going on the.
Yeah,
that's a little advice. Why don't you guys participate?
No,
well, I'm looking at all the names right now. I don't know.
Hey, what about Jake Busey? What about Jake Busey? He'd be good as Johnny Utah.
Shasta McNasty.
Is that his like nephew or his kid or whatever who looks
it's
exactly
his son,
like him?
Who's in Contact, The Frighteners.
He's in some DC. He's a DC villain on the CW.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
I don't know. He plays Busey. He plays Gary Busey as a Batman villain. Who is Freight Train? There's a character from Point Break named Freight Train. Which one was she?
It's
a woman.
One of the gang. Oh, maybe that's one of the gang.
Yeah, Julie Michaels.
Lady in the shower.
Oh, that's who it is.
The lady in the shower, the lingerie lady.
Freight Train.
Yeah, so Gary Busey's in this. He's awesome. He's really good. This is like, it's so nice and refreshing to see Gary
What
Busey
does that mean?
have what?
Freight Train. What is that?
That's her name.
Or what? How do you get that?
I don't know.
It's a cool nickname.
Like,
I'm just saying, whoever wrote this movie clearly had a ton of fun with the names. Like, I'm looking through all the names. We got War Child,
James Cameron,
Tone,
he has autism.
Tyler. Oh my God, he's so good with names. Ben Harp is McGinley.
Avatar is kind of like.
What about Rosie?
Rosie.
Like
DEA
Avatar's kind of
agent
like
D.
deviant art that like the most like genius rich autistic person would make. You know what I mean? Like all the magical colors and stuff. Like,
it's not worth interrupting Ryan, but
sorry,
you can have something.
Ryan.
Passion for slashing Australian
There's so much
surfer.
like
One guy's name is just
this podcast. People don't want to hear that.
They don't. I'll tell you who they don't want to hear.
There you go. Sorry, Ryan. Go ahead.
No, I'll mute myself and y'all just give me a thumbs up when you want me to jump in.
Don't be like that, dude.
Don't ruin Ryan's bit where he reads IMDb of the names of the
Gromit.
characters.
One of the guys' names
I
Gromit.
got distracted. Sorry. It was good. That's cool. But yeah, so Freight Train, I don't know. That's just a strange name for a woman, unless it's like.
What do you think of that name,
Adam? It's like either for like a guy who's like a big fat guy or something like that who can run fast, or like a lady who gets boned a lot. You know?
Why? Why do you go to boning?
Did you say a big
like
fat guy who
train.
can run fast?
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. But what about the Fat Olympics?
Yeah.
Fat surfing, fat skydiving.
That sounds cool. I like
they
the
have
idea
the Special Olympics,
but
it's like, yeah, the Fat Olympics.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Just jump up with stuff.
Well, it would be called the Olympics.
Hell yeah, bro. Dude. And like
with
figure skating.
Hey, did y'all check out? Oh my God, did you see Angelo Oreo, the big boy, Trevor hit that figure skating shit at the Olympics?
Angelo Oreo.
He didn't break his ankles. Nobody's ever done that before.
Y'all see?
That's all. That's all
So
it is.
He like survived.
He slid like 5 feet. He slid 5 feet before his ankles burst out of his.
He's still in the hospital, but he.
Y'all see Freight Train? Y'all see Freight Train in the high jump ski?
Yeah, it took. No, yeah. He was in the. He was in the
half pipe snowboarder.
80-foot dash. It was like a 3-hour time. New world record. Yeah. He did 80. Well,
Freight Train is like
hours.
Bruce Jenner. He's gonna get 10 medals this year.
Oh, Bruce is coming out of retirement.
Transgender?
No, Bruce Jenner got 10 Olympic gold medals. Freight Train is competing in all these categories.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, the young Bruce Jenner.
And hopefully Freight Train transitions.
Yeah, who knows?
So to a thinner person.
No, don't you dare say that, right?
Transitions to somebody without multiple versions of diabetes.
Yeah, he just gets gastric bypass surgery.
All right, what other? Okay, let's talk about the characters. All right, so we got.
Yeah, I was trying.
Lori Petty, she was having a moment. She's in this, A League of Her Own.
That's right.
A League of Their Own. Fucking Tank Girl. That Tank Girl apparently.
What do you guys?
Her
Tank Girl, dude. Tank Girl was when I fell in love. But Point Break was when I was like, oh, I'm crushing.
Really?
Oh my God. Yeah. Are you kidding me? She's like the hottest person in this movie.
William, what do you think? Keanu,
she's hot.
Brian?
She's good on the eyes. I hate her voice. I looked up where she's from. She's from Tennessee, but it seems like an East Coast Jersey thing. I don't know what or Boston. I don't know what's up with it.
Adam I don't know. I think I kind of hated her. Always hated her. I think it's from A League of Their Own because that character is so annoying. It's a very hateable character, Kit.
I mean, Madonna's looking pretty good in that movie, but Rosie O'Donnell could get it.
I'd shoot a little rubber band cush at her if you know what I'm saying.
Fuck yeah, bro. I like a brassy woman.
A robot? A fucking sex doll? What?
A brass teapot? Just think, I'm like, ooh, baby.
You also right now, William. in William's room, it's pitch black, and he looks like all you can see is 3/4 of his face, of his pale ass skin, and he looks like
it's really tiny.
He looks like the last thing you'd see before, like if you woke up and there was a serial killer standing over you. That's like the last thing you'd see.
I look like the Tooth Fairy in Manhunter.
And his last words you'd hear is, "I like a brass woman."
Like a brassy woman. Yeah, so back to the cast. I love the gang. We got the ex-presidents. Yes. We got Patrick Swayze, of course. This is his greatest role. I mean, he's perfectly cast. I can't think of anyone else who could be in this role. We got
I think he took some liberties.
Well, he brings the spiritual thing.
Yeah. McConaughey would be good, but yeah.
Totally.
Okay, keep going.
But he doesn't. The spirituality is in the character, is in the script. What Patrick Swayze brings to the movie,
vibe about him too,
is his physical ability to do all this shit and look awesome.
Yes,
true.
Which he could. I mean, how many actors can even surf? I don't even think he. Okay, surfing scenes. We got to talk about this. Are those just stunt doubles? I swear to God,
they have to be, because
that didn't look like any of the actors.
Yeah, there's
it's a thing you can't just like learn for a movie. I feel like to get that good at writing those.
No, not because they were doing that montage in the beginning. They didn't show too much surfing that was like completely wild, but that montage in the beginning were some like advanced tricks. It looked like, which everybody again. I didn't I was confusing some of the women with the men in this movie. So it'd be real easy to get a stunt double with just long hair and a tan bod.
No wig on them.
Just throw a wig on them,
guys. These wig guys, give them some work.
Another just amazing wet cast member. First scene of the movie: John C. McGinley coming out hot with a monologue. Beautiful FBI office camera work going in and out. Nice Kubrick style dolly shots. John C. McGinley
always delivers.
Best line in the movie.
The goods.
Young, dumb, and full of Adam.
Young, dumb, and full of Adcom.
Calling me cum? Is that what you're saying, William?
No, but that is the best line. And also I like that guy a lot. I've seen him the most in Scrubs. Is like the most I've seen him.
Yeah,
and I wish
that's that character basically.
And I wish I could see him like a lot more in movies. He's such a good angry guy.
He'll never get a lead role. He'll never have a role as big.
He'll never get a lead role
in Scrubs. He's such a character
unless he did like an Odenkirk thing. I bet he could get like a Mr. Nobody type role anymore. Well, is he dead? Did he die?
Oh yeah,
I think he died. Literally like a couple
funny
years
about
ago.
This guy.
I think he died. I think he died of
he's not dead.
Blood cancer.
So he's a brilliant actor. He's in Platoon. He's in Office Space. He's in all these amazing movies.
Ben Harp.
His son is mentally challenged, and if you use the R word around him, he'll like beat the shit out of you. So I hope to God he never hears our podcast.
I mean, honestly, really that's kind of like he'll wait.
Damn.
If he'll beat the shit out of you if he hears the R word. That's kind of a retarded response to, if you ask me.
No, it's very Mr. McGinley, I was just saying it to make William think I was cool. That was the only reason I was saying the R word. So beat him up.
Adam, you've said every word on this podcast. All right, who else? Ben Hart. That's his character's name.
He's a great character. He's in 3 scenes. He's the head of the bank robbery division of the Los Angeles Federal Bureau of Investigation. And these are some shitty cops. Let's be honest. Okay, so Gary Busey has... Let's talk about like the first bank robbery scene. The bank robberies in this movie are awesome. And their plan is really brilliant. I'm sure it's a James Cameron thing because he's always racking his brain with logic. Like, how could they get away with so many bank robberies? Well, they don't go for the vault. They just take the
90
cash.
Seconds. Yep.
They're in and out. One of them, Richard Nixon, he moons the people at the bank. It's on the camera. Gary Busey's looking at it. He's like, now look at that tan line. That's an ass of a surfer if I ever saw one. And all the other FBI agents are like, oh, it's a surfer, radical. Totally.
Wit says that she saw that guy's butthole, by the way.
I did too.
Yeah, you can.
You can see his butthole.
Yeah, I freezed it, and that's why it took me so long to watch it, because I had to look at it for like 10 minutes.
You don't see butthole, but you see brown skin.
You can tell what it's leading into.
It's a kind of a cool thing for a woman director to put in a movie, a guy's butthole. Sneak it in. Get families to see it and stuff.
What do you mean sneak it in? The scene was him mooning a camera.
He showed his asshole to the camera.
You're gonna see.
Yeah, but like
I
you
also,
could.
I just want to reject Adam's misandry, where he takes away agency from this actor. He's making a choice to show his butthole.
He's sneaking his butthole into the movie. I see.
Look, if a butthole's in the movie, a butthole's in the movie.
Here's the thing that blew me. Going back to the detective scenes.
But you can paint it out.
All buttholes aside, Adam. He has.
I'm not even going to go into the questioning of what Adam assumes painting out a butthole involves in 1991.
Like they would have to do it like on the actual like film and like paint. Take a little paint.
Adam's job growing up.
He was an MS Paint editor, and he
wore Jules harp, and he would just like had very fine brushes, like 2 hair brushes, and he would paint out the buttholes.
And the brushes were made out of ass hair from famous celebrities that he's painted out.
Yeah,
his
sure.
Ass pubes.
That was your guys' dads.
No, my dad used to paint the buttholes in.
My dad was a computer programmer for the VA hospital. And
that's like 2 trucks going up, like crossing paths, going the same way. Yeah. Like, why are we doing this? We're just creating work for each other.
It's like that cartoon with the wolf and the sheepdog. We'll clock in at the morning. Time to paint some buttholes in. Time to paint some buttholes out.
Yeah.
Who's the good one? Who's the bad one? I'll leave it up to the audience. Yeah. So this scene is amazing because later on in the movie, Keanu Reeves is hanging out with his surfer buddies. Things are going well. He's enjoying learning to surf. He sees one of them moon the other one. And that's when he puts it together like, these are the bank
He recognizes
robbers.
the guy's butthole.
Well, didn't he? It said thank you tattooed on his ass.
Well, it was written in marker.
Okay, so the second time it wasn't on there.
Yes, it was.
Right?
He doesn't always wear thank you on his ass.
So I was like, if that was a tattoo, it looked like Sharpie or whatever, obviously, but I was like, if that's a tattoo, why is he, but you don't realize later, like, why is Gary Busey, look at the tan line. What the fuck? There's a way more identifying feature, a big ass thank you tattoo on both cheeks.
In 1991,
pants down, go around town and just start pulling surfers' pants down and see if you find thank you. And then you find the robbers. But it's just marker. It's just marker.
Say thank you when you run up to them. Be like, thank you, and then pull their pants up.
Gary Busey should just sniff the people, like the snurfers' assholes, like they're on the beach. He just like walks up like a dog.
Oh yeah, what's that part? They're cutting the guy's hairs.
I'm just smelling your ass.
They needed they needed a DNA.
I need a little DNA.
I need some butt hair.
He just licks their asshole and just violently pulls down their shorts, just licks like
Jesus Christ.
With this meatball breath. I love the meatball sandwich scene.
Yeah, I mean, again, directing. What a beautiful scene.
2 meatball sandwiches for lunch. I love it. 2
meatball sandwiches, and then he orders a tuna on wheat and 2 lemonades, and it comes out in 30 seconds. That doesn't make any sense.
Plus, he's reading the comic strips, and he's like, "Oh, Marvin,
Calvin,"
so
and
funny.
he goes, Calvin and Hobbes. This is so funny.
He's like, "This is a good Calvin Hobbes."
It almost made me think that he was gonna be like in on it. Like he's being such a bad cop that it's like he has to be a part of the dead president's gang. He's like the inside man.
Interesting theory, Ryan. It's an interesting reading of the movie.
Well, it turned out not to be true because...
No, I know it didn't turn out to be true. You freaking dinguses.
The bank robbers run out of the bank.
To me.
And
That's all that matters.
Keanu Reeves, Johnny Utah makes like clear eye contact with what's his face?
Well, and he shoots at him and says, "I'm an FBI agent. Yo, what up? I'm also an
agent,
undercover
bank robbery division. Please stop robbing the bank." He fires into the street.
They're already like 7 blocks away by the time he's done screaming.
Okay, before we talk about the awesome chase scene, let's talk about what a bad cop Keanu Reeves is. Okay, so before this, he's
a blue flame, bro. He's a blue flame.
He suspects 4 guys who beat him up of being the bank robbers because they have like bad attitudes and drive a car wildly. Like, he has no fucking evidence.
It's because they beat him
Patrick
up.
Swayze. He didn't think
he's abusing his power.
Okay, Adam, what I'm saying, it doesn't. I know he doesn't, but I'm saying these 4 guys that he's accusing, these 4 guys that he accuses earlier, he has no evidence.
Okay,
and
William.
He has an entire FBI raid on them. And
okay, William, that's what cops do. He got humiliated by them. They jumped on him, so he abused.
Welcome to the America, William. This is the police. Welcome to the police.
So
that's what they do.
That's what they do.
Oh, that's so bad.
Literally every time I open my mouth, Adam said trying to hype me.
Okay. Just,
Adam got so tired after he smoked the joint. He's so he was like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and then he took one hit off like a tiny little joint, and he's just now sitting 3 feet away from his microphone,
sweating.
His audio is
Why
really
are you
low.
Sweating? His face is red. It looks like he's about to pass out, but also go manic at any moment.
He's wearing a full hoodie and sweatpants.
He looks like he's about to rob his own place.
It's just been a long day. I'm a little hot. Okay. Look, Ryan, you do that shit to me all the time. So what the fuck? Like, just get over it. Just talk. Say the thing.
Say what? I had nothing to say. I wanted to hear what you had to say.
Ryan say. I said it. I'm pretty sure I said it. I don't actually remember what it was. But go ahead, Ryan.
Who'd you guys?
I was the one talking. Okay, I was talking.
No, Ryan was trying to say something.
No, he interrupted me. Okay.
Yes, and then you interrupted me, interrupting him, and we can't do a full circle like that.
Me? You get pissed at me, and you're doing the thing.
I'm being funny. Okay. Everything I do out of the goodness for my love for the audience because I want to make them laugh. Okay.
You're just being a silly boy.
And if it's like, hey, if I can make fun of you and get an easy laugh, I'm going to take it because I'm
love that. Silly boy.
Oh my God. We're just watching a man unravel. Are you undercover?
Say it.
Adam Utah.
Okay. Adam Utah. That's me.
I wish.
Pow, pow.
Okay, so we're making it the Adam show again. I'm so upset. So
imagine Point Break. But imagine Point Break. Adam is Adam Utah, but instead of surfboards, it's just those little like Nerf bodyboards that you just do on the shore.
Yeah, boogie
board.
Like
the kids
boogie board.
Those are cool.
But everything in the movie is it's the same script, the same everything, but it's just that's the only difference. Instead of surfboards, it's a children's toy.
Well, what about the bank robbers? Are they boogie boarders?
No, they are squirt guns. They go in with squirt guns, and they just rob it for all the free candy on the out of the dishes. Cool. Just give me all your butterscotches.
Here's the thing I'm most surprised about is like, before Adam's father painted out buttholes, he was an actor and he was in this movie. Like, why don't you tell us like any cool John C. McGinley stories, Adam?
Wait, your dad was in this movie?
Oh, I see. He's not my dad.
Well, you don't have any brothers or anything.
What was it like when your dad was on Scrubs?
John, I just want you to know I don't think there's anything wrong with being retarded. Like your son. Okay.
Like me, your son, Adam.
Like if I was your son, your retarded son, I'd be.
Imagine if Hitler was
proud.
retarded.
I love my dad.
Oh God.
It would
William,
almost make
I'm
more
glad
sense.
you made yourself laugh.
It would almost make more sense. Anyway,
you kind of look alike. You guys kind of got the same head.
Let me ask you,
You
something.
and William and Hitler?
No, you and
So the
John
cops-
Maholigan or whatever his name.
Oh.
There's so many greats. He does.
Oh.
You do have a John C. McGinley look, which is not
Like
bad.
his, well, you
So-
look like his son.
Let's get to the
As
movie
we've been-
because we only have half an hour left. So
It's like you
They
look
bring
like
it-
him, but your head's a little bit bigger.
they raid the house with no evidence. They're not guilty. The FBI is known for their like intelligence gathering and observation, and it would not be
Yeah,
hard to like figure out these guys aren't the bank robbers because
They just see that they're partying, so they're like, "Let's raid them."
yeah, we're gonna just raid them. And this is a pretty awesome scene. So Keanu Reeves shows up late because he was like out partying and surfing the night
No,
before.
he was banging on the beach. Yeah, he did a night
Right.
surf, and then he woke up
Mm.
on the beach banging.
He's-
Which, come on, you're gonna get sand up your butt crack. It's not healthy. Don't do it. Don't bang on the beach unless you got
He
a
was
tarp.
loving life that night.
If you're gonna bang on the beach, bring a tarp. Be responsible.
He was becoming seduced. I guess everybody knows that.
What did you just say?
Into the surf cult
I don't know.
lifestyle.
What you-
Well, one thing that's interesting is the
I
this
forgot we aren't explaining.
Tyler's vagina is almost like it's almost like she doesn't exist as a character. It's that he really wants to have sex with Patrick Swayze, but he's having sex with Patrick
Uh-huh.
Swayze through Tyler. Like him and
Oh yeah.
Patrick Swayze have such a closer relationship and such a more intense relationship than he does with Laurie Petty.
It's kind of like Luca. There, I saw Luca recently, and it's like Patrick Swayze's like the Alberto leading on this kind of like timid.
It's kind of
Newbie.
like. It's kind of like.
It's also like Crash. It's also like
Well, I was
Did you
gonna say
enjoy
it's
the
like.
movie.
Luca is great.
I was
Young
gonna say it's
Mr.
kind of. It's
young Master McGinley.
hold on, William. Hold on. It's kind. I was gonna say
Washer
it's
would might get.
it's kind of like Adam and the neighbor's dog.
What do you?
You really want to fuck the neighbor's dog, but you can't. So
I see.
you watch it through the window while you
Just
make love
fuck
to
my
your wife.
That'd be so.
But you're
That'd be
looking
such
at
a
this
good
little-
movie.
It's a
About a
little
guy
Shih
in love with the
Tzu.
neighbor's dog.
Takes it out on his wife.
Just making eye contact. It's one of those little cotton ball dogs. Cotton
Bro, that's disgusting, Ryan. I was imagining like a beautiful German Shepherd.
No, it's like one
Nice.
of those little cotton swabs, all pink and
Oh,
stuff.
come
Look
on.
like it.
That's revolting.
It's one of those ones that has long hair, like a beautiful lady. Like long straight hair.
Yeah, like one of those fancy dogs that are like really have like weird long legs. And they're like the dog in Oliver and Company that is like
The snobby dog.
the snobby dog from Oliver and Company. That's a beautiful dog, Ryan. You talk about this Cheech Marin dog.
Oh
Look,
well.
I
Okay,
haven't
while
seen-
we're, while we're
Like
talking
shitty
dogs,
dog.
while we're talking dogs, we can talk the chase scene.
Oh yeah, so they have the chase
Oh,
scene,
yeah.
and one of the great on foot chase scenes. The other one that's famous is Raising Arizona has a foot chase scene.
Ooh, I haven't seen that movie in a long
Serious? That's another bank robbing movie.
He said in a long
time. Really?
time.
Well, yeah, but I don't even remember. It's with Nick Cage, right? And so like raise a kid named Arizona.
One of the most beautiful things in this movie is another shot that I never forgot.
He falls in love with the kid, right?
Well, not Raising Arizona, but Point Break when that the gasoline flame scene with Ronald Reagan.
In the tuxedo.
Oh yeah.
just fucking awesome. Like that's the reason why this movie is good, despite all its like retarded logic, is you're just continually hit with these awesome images, these shots of like Reagan as a flamethrower in slow motion. Keanu Reeves runs up to the house. He just grabs a chair and just smashes a window, runs in. There's a woman vacuuming. She's yelling.
Well, okay. So the chase scene
runs out the front door. Then a dog right in his
throws
face.
A dog.
Okay, so this is what it's the buildup that matters to this. That I think this is what I love about this chase scene is they're running through alleys at first, and then Patrick Swayze runs through somebody's door, but doesn't shut the door behind him. Also, lucky that the door is unlocked. Doesn't shut the door behind him, so Keanu Reeves just barrels right through, and then within like 13 seconds, he goes through another house, but this time Patrick Swayze stops and locks the door behind him. And it's like, oh, the character's like learning as he goes. I thought it was a really cool detail. And then not only does he do that, he immediately is waiting around the corner with another trap, like a dog. And he throws a dog, and it seemed like so well thought out. Like,
yes. And all leading up to the LA River scene where Keanu Reeves jumps down,
and we know Patrick Swayze already knows that he busted his knee because he knows all about his football career. So it's like such a brilliant like escape.
It's just like the Fat Olympics.
It's just like the Olympics.
That's what happens. Olympics.
Dude, you all see Freight Train and the
and then the C's are like the Olympics
curling.
Olympics.
Freight Train got a bronze that time.
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah.
They do it with another one of the athletes.
I don't watch it if the athletes are under 350 pounds. I don't watch sports.
It's not inspiring enough unless they are, over 350 pounds.
I would like to see the bedridden Olympics, the next evolution where none of the athletes can leave their bed.
you
can't
like
600 pounds.
I was gonna say you can't be under a ton. You got to be at least a ton.
What could they do?
You like survive.
Archery.
They break the house down around their bed, and they have to survive in the open atmosphere for like as long as they can.
Archery, they have to like hit like a pizza.
That's the Olympics.
They hang a pizza up.
They have a tiny,
and they have to like shoot it like a target.
They shoot it with an arrow that has a string on it, so they can pull the pizza back at them. So there's more incentive.
They're like, oh, pepperoni.
Or they do.
Pepperoni's worth 3 points.
Breathing.
They do.
One of the things is breathing.
They do luge.
They got like. But wait, when they do the archery, they got
just like a 14-foot wide luge thing.
But when they do archery, they have like the arm guard
careening out, like wildly careening. Yeah.
The luge. They do the luge, and then they do like racing. They're like a Fury Road kind of character, like in a giant hot rod. She like a gas mask on. That'd be tight.
Javelin or a shot put, but all they do is they put the shot put in their belly button and then slam the top of their belly like a blob. And then the shot put goes flying out like
one of those like
water toy blobs.
Things.
Yeah.
The blob. Yeah. I got what you're saying. One
of the great all-time obese bedridden characters is Pearl in Blade. One of my favorites.
Yep.
Such a
You ever seen
like
Blade in black and white on a VHS on a 4-inch?
That sounds cool.
It's the only way to watch it.
4
honestly.
inches.
Average length. Yeah.
So, yeah, Patrick Swayze's like, you don't know who this is? This is Johnny Utah. He used to play football for Ohio State. Got the Heisman. Broke his leg. Whatever happened to him? Just knows everything about this guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a guy who would watch football, I have to say.
He does. I wonder. Well, I think he looked him up.
They play I think
because that's the
second
day. That's the second day they hung out. So I think he was like clocking him, and I think he that implies that he does his research. And they never show why they choose the banks that they rob and how they know there's going to be cash or da 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 da. But I think he's like the mastermind. So
well, they have him. Well, Keanu Reeves says he followed him. that day, and he went to the bank and he was like casing the joint. He was looking around.
Yeah.
So he knows. They're doing their research.
So he did it on. He probably saw Keanu Reeves and felt sketched out,
I think he just
jealous because he was with
football.
Tyler.
I think he just watches football. Now, here's the other thing.
That would be the easiest way, because I mean, you would know a star quarterback.
Let me ask you something.
If you watched college.
Let me ask you something. After Patrick Swayze knows Keanu Reeves is an FBI agent, I thought the movie lost so much tension, and it kind of because it kind of becomes.
It's a little confusing that he thinks that the bank robbers.
But we know Johnny Utah
so much,
does.
Dude. You're just
does
Johnny
Johnny
Utah,
you're just like you are cutting out in and out. So does Johnny Utah? Really? And I might have missed this, but does Johnny Utah know when he is in the L.A. River and he shoots, the infamous scene where he shoots his gun into the air? Does he know that is?
Swayze's. Yeah, because he saw the
he
guy.
Saw him the day, the
day before the guy mooned him. Then Johnny Utah is talking to Papas.
But he still highly suspects. He doesn't know.
No. Because here's what he says.
Okay.
He says, "I've been following him all day. Yeah, I saw him go to the bank, and these guys are the bank robbers." Which is, he saw him go to the bank. So then when
he's just becoming such good friends with him.
Although I say this, Ryan, there is a smidge of plausibility that he says, "Look, I was at the bank. I watched these guys show up. It could be a coincidence, but it's obviously not a coincidence." No, he knows Patrick Swayze.
He doesn't want it to be them.
His buds, his bros, his bras. They say bra.
Yeah, he's falling into the spell. He's becoming loose.
He's almost more surfer than FBI agent. It's a twisted. That's a twisted relationship.
You know what?
That's how powerful the ocean is.
Each man is half surfer, half FBI agent.
Well, no, that's an interesting thing about like Keanu making sense as casting, actually, because he can like kind of do both. He can do like the All-American thing and the thing, the quarterback and the surfer.
Hitler has really changed his opinion lately, hasn't he? Adolf Hitler didn't sound like this 30 minutes ago.
Hitler's calling it all off.
You said he wasn't.
Calling it off, folks.
You said he was mixed race.
He's calling off the Holocaust.
Hitler has a little change of heart.
The war. Yeah. No, that's cool.
But yeah, so then Keanu Reeves now knows. Patrick Swayze knows Keanu Reeves is in the FBI. And so what does he do? Does he kill him? Does he run? All the guys on the beach are talking. They're like, let's just get the fuck out of here, man. But then Patrick Swayze's like, no, man. Don't you see that like we're a symbol? That like we represent guys taking down the system. We're an inspiration. And then that other one's like
talking about capitalism, And
then that other one's like, if we run, we die. It's like, dude, you're gonna die. If you die, you die.
Yeah, well, they're on the point, they're on the point break where it like, just like a razor's edge of dying. So, which is why they called the movie Point Break.
Well, it's multi-layered. The other thing is the Keanu Reeves character is on the point break between FBI agent following the system and taking down the system.
It's a good title. Titles are hard. Men on Film.
I mean, you chose it.
This was Williams' pick. No, it was Williams' pick.
I wanted to do Cannibal Holocaust, but Adam said, I don't like puns.
Yeah, that's true. It was a good pun, but just for it. Anyway, what's up, Ryan?
Nothing. Okay. I just went and squirted some liquid out of my dingus, and I'm feeling a little bit better now.
Hey,
I heard everything you said, though.
Yeah. Any thoughts?
Yeah. What were you saying about Point Break. How to pronounce it?
Point Break, not Point Break. It's a common thing.
You know what else is the Point Break? Your hymen getting devirginized.
Mine.
And when Keanu Reeves,
who are you talking to right now?
When Keanu Reeves has sex with Tyler, it's like he's having sex with Patrick Swayze, and he's having his first gay experience.
And and she's like,
so it's like a metaphorical hymen,
short hair and stuff.
Because let's be honest, there is a homoerotic.
Hold on. She has short hair and stuff.
She is androgynous, and there is a homoerotic element
nice
to
little
this film.
Touch. You sneaking it in there, Kathy.
It's a bromance. Yeah, it's like one of the greatest bromances ever.
It's basically gay porn.
No,
I mean, this is Zandali level.
I'll send you some links.
Whoa. Ever go to gay.com?
Gay.org /pornos.
It's more of an organization.
But this movie is so homoerotic that it's like not even funny to joke about it being homoerotic. It's like everybody goes, yeah, it's homoerotic.
It's not. Or that's just like a bro. That's like, I've got friendships with some friends like that.
Those are, you're gay, right?
Yeah, man.
Right.
I'm asexual, bro. So what? Some of my friends, we slob on each other's knobs every now and again. Little bing, bing, bing. HJ, that ain't gay. It's a good friend.
All right.
It would have been cool if when they were doing so the next day, they all know Keanu Reeves is in the FBI. What do? They take him skydiving, and they all go
69 in the air would have been a lot cooler.
Yeah, if they had.
Is that where you were going?
Or if they're when they make the ring,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, and then Patrick
Reeves
Swayze
and
Patrick Swayze and Keanu have to get in the middle of it, and then they actually 69. He goes, if you don't come within 1,000 feet, we're fucking dead.
Take your dick out of my ass. You take your dick out of my ass. No,
you're gonna have to drop the gun to take your dick out of my ass.
We got 60 seconds to take that dick out of my ass.
All right, it's out. Well, it's back in. You take that out. It's out. It's in.
And then when they're like,
it's out. It's in.
And later on, when they jump out without the parachute, that's like the only way he can land safely.
Instead of hugging him, Keanu Reeves is just nose diving straight at him, and he just
69ing.
And he just disappears into his butt. He just head first into Patrick Swayze's butt, and he just disappears. But then the parachute doesn't work because he's technically like two men. He has a weight of two men on him.
I think the title Point Break would make more sense if that was the case.
Yeah.
What? We all remember our Point Break.
What just happened, Adam?
Let's leave him alone. If he's got a head, he's got an itchy head. He's balding. His hair's falling out.
I'm bald. No, I thought like I did think it was a hair.
He just like rubbed his forehead and then like jumped and looked at his own hand like shocked. What did you find?
I thought it was maybe a bug or a moth kind of thing for a second, but it wasn't.
You're on camera. You can see yourself, right?
I didn't see anything. Anything.
You just have moths in your hair.
Leave him alone, okay? Leave him alone. He's having a tough day.
Okay?
It's been a long day.
A long day.
His dad's been on set 16 hours today, shooting the Scrubs reunion. He's bored. He doesn't have his toys with him. He doesn't have anything to play with.
Oh, John C. again.
Yeah. Yeah. But he doesn't work in whatever the area the Scrubs worked in. He works in the retarded unit.
He doesn't want to do.
The show's called Retarded Scrubs. And
he's changing his mind on the Holocaust.
The show's called Retarded Scrubs, and it's just about new interns coming in, and they just keep saying the R word, and he just beats them up about it.
Yeah.
His karate kicks him like Patrick Swayze.
Mm-hmm. And Adam plays his kid as himself.
And Adam's laying on the ground, pissing in the air,
Adam
rolling back and forth. And it's just like, wow, that's so weird. My dad's
he's just turtling it. That's what we call it. Turtle on its back. You just pissing.
Dressed up like a little Hitler.
Yeah.
What?
Oh God.
Hitler with like a horrible receding hairline where his like weird
my hairline is not that bad.
His weird like
it's better than Hitler's
hipster hair isn't working.
Okay, the scene, the second time. Okay, the second time, here's some theater for the mind. The second time Patrick Swayze leans back out of the airplane, the second skydive scene. It's that, but it's just Adam, fully nude, just baby backing it, pissing on his way out.
Turtle on his back,
and he just says, "See you later, coward."
With his feet, I don't know, with his feet together in ballet shoes. Yeah, spinning. I love when Patrick Swayze does the spin,
but just like little. You just see a little dingus flying around with piss, just spraying all over.
So my sister got me one of those gift certificates for like our whole family to go to one of those indoor skydiving.
Cool.
Places. It looks like you're laying on your back, William.
And I can't even tell you how badly I did. Like I couldn't even like float. I went in the chamber. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't hear.
You're a beta, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't float.
This sounds pretty bad.
I just like laid on the ground and like couldn't get air.
Yeah.
The guy was like, come on.
So you laid on the ground. The fan was going and stuff, and you just couldn't
I just couldn't get
plane
air.
flat on the ground.
I couldn't lift. I couldn't get off the ground. I couldn't levitate. And I was like, man, this is fucking weird. Like I can't breathe.
There's like 50 people watching around the tube
who have all just done it.
Is the fan on reverse? Is the fan sucking him down, or did we?
Yeah.
And then that was
just the staff is confused. They've never seen it before.
And then my time
ran
out. Did the
rest of your family do it?
Yeah. Then my sister did it,
and your girl was like, your girlfriend is just like
fun,
you just see your girlfriend walk away, and that's the last time you ever see her. You're just laying there.
My girlfriend got in. She just levitated out of the building and just went
with her face
went away.
Oh, is it because you were too fat or what?
Muscle
I don't know.
tone, right? It's all about muscle.
I don't know.
Your bones are you got dense bones probably. Thick bones.
But did you have your arms out and stuff like they said? Did you do the thing that they said?
Yeah, I did everything. This moron who works at the Century City iFly Zone, teenage idiot, was just like, all right, so you go out there, you go pull your arms out, you go fly. It's like, I guess. I'm like, how hard could it be? Very hard.
Well, every other single person did it, apparently.
I've never heard that.
Including your mom?
My mom did not do it.
Did she try?
What is this?
Did she try?
Did she try?
I'm just trying to figure out.
My mom did not do it. Did she try?
Okay.
Just like, this is you know people are going to listen to this, right?
I forget sometimes. I mean, do they? There's nobody.
Do they?
Especially no. This part.
Shout out to my boy Lil Wimp. Shout out to my boy Doghound. Shout out.
The worst thing is that I listened to the show. I listened to the new episode today, the Killing Zoe one. I had to listen to that all. You were great.
Okay, let's get into morals.
You really
shine. Moral of this movie. Because this movie is it's like Killing Zoe. It's another death rattle movie. Because Patrick Swayze's just kind of he's breaking his own rules.
Yeah, like living
over Killing Zoe. So much of Killing Zoe's in this movie. Eric is basically Patrick Swayze.
But Patrick Swayze didn't really have any reason to want to fail. He just feels immortal, right? Like he just is always.
He has a death wish.
Yeah, but he can't die. He's like done the craziest things, and
in Killing Zoe they have AIDS, so
there's like a reason that he's like got a short time to live, probably, presumably.
Patrick Swayze's like incredible health. He's like one of those guys that drinks kombucha.
Well, you remember when he goes for the vault, and they're like, "Why are you doing this?"
And they're like, "We never go for the vault."
And then he's like, because he wants to die. He needs the danger.
He wants to get caught. That was their 30th.
It's about being
30th one.
It's about being an adrenaline junkie. You know,
really.
That's the mindset of an adrenaline junkie.
This movie was about adrenaline.
We have to live on the edge.
Amazing.
We should get Jack Osborne. Why wasn't he cast?
Why does he live on the edge or something? Like what the fuck?
He had a reality show where he did it was called Adrenaline Junkie, and he literally
cool.
skydived.
What a shitty show this must have been. Jack Osborne.
He lost a bunch of weight, and then he look it up, man. Adrenaline Junkie starring Jack Osborne.
Oh man,
he does he lost a bunch of weight, and then he started doing skydiving and stuff.
Good for him.
It's like,
for trying.
Yeah, why does anybody give a shit?
Yeah, why aren't people talking about this?
I am the only one talking about it.
You know what? Who should have been? You know who would have been a good Johnny Utah?
Vin Diesel.
Think about
Ozzy.
like at
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne now.
I'm a fucking surfer. Oh,
Ozzy Osbourne now.
Hang time, baby.
My parents died.
Don't you know this is?
Car accident.
This is Johnny Utah.
This is Johnny Utah. He just graduated
the Heisman
college.
from Ohio State. What are you doing now, man?
He's just confused.
Oh, I'm a lawyer. Listen, Johnny Utah, you're young, dumb, and full of cum. It's like, I'll take the skin off chicken. I take the skin off a bat before I eat it.
He takes skin off his chicken.
I take a skin off my bat. Ain't no skin off my bat.
I was gonna say Jackie Chan. Would have been a good Johnny Utah.
Oh my God! Here we go again.
In his late 20s. A dramatic kind of performance.
His late 20s.
But you know who this is? It's Johnny Utah. He won the Heisman for Ohio State. Yes.
He would have been a good actor.
I don't want no trouble. I don't want no I don't want no trouble. I just want surf. I just want to surf.
His uncle could be his uncle from Rumble in the Bronx could be Gary Busey.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No. Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker. This is just
Bodie.
No.
This is what they should do. They should make
Chris Tucker is Gary Busey. Chris Tucker is Gary Busey.
Wilson
this is Rush
Bodie
Hour
from
4.
Shanghai Noon.
This is Rush Hour 4. Yes, Owen Wilson's Bodie.
Go on. Do your bit, Adam.
That's a
What do you mean?
I mean, could you imagine?
Imagine Owen fucking Wilson as Bodie. Oh my God.
Yeah. It's about spirit. I can't do impressions.
Wow.
Wow, I got a death wish. I'm gonna kill myself with heroin.
Oh yeah.
It's just Owen Wilson. Break. Okay. The scene where he backs away with his ballet shoes out of the airplane and skydives, but it's Owen Wilson, and it's just wow.
All right, that's pretty funny.
Gets quieter and quieter.
There's some good stuff. Now imagine Chris Tucker as Bodie.
Man, what the what the fuck? Man.
These motherfuckers are all about the radical surfing. I'm trying to do the
spiritual surfing.
Damn! He pulls his ass out of the bank. Or when he sees Johnny Utah as the cop, he's like, damn. Ice Cube would have made a great Johnny Utah.
No, he would have been a better Gary Busey.
Mine was for real. My pitch of Jackie.
Okay. And it was completely debunked. Give us one dialogue.
I think it'd be funny if Jackie Chan was in it and he was like, I love and support the Chinese Communist Party. I don't recognize Hong Kong as an independent state.
That's what Johnny Utah said.
Hi, my name's Johnny Utah, former college Buckeyes quarterback.
Let's be honest. Rush Hour is very similar to this movie. A cop investigating LA, going undercover.
Learning how to surf. Learning how to eat surf and turf.
Is that a scene in Rush Hour?
No, but that's like isn't that seafood?
It seems
it's
like
a connection to surf, and
like,
they eat a lot of Asian food, and it's seafood is notoriously. Come on, guys, I got to draw all the lines here.
It's turf too. It's not just surf.
Well, they surf. Fuck yeah, bro. They surf and turf.
They surf and
should just
turf.
be guys.
That's literally
really
what Point Break is about. Surf and turfing.
It's guys that are eating so much that their like cholesterol is really high.
They're or like
about to have a heart attack.
That could be a cop
That's
show.
Their Point Break.
Surf and turf.
Surf and turf.
Oh, yeah.
A skateboarder and a surfer team up to stop crimes.
What do you? What is the turf part?
The skateboarder.
Cool. The skateboarder. Do you know what turf is, Ryan?
Yeah, like fake grass
or a cowboy.
You don't surfer and
you don't skateboard on fake grass.
What about a cattle rancher?
No, it would be a surfer.
A cattle rancher and a surfer team up to solve crimes.
What about a cattle raper?
Like an alien?
Oh yeah, they are. That's the story anyway.
They investigate the rapes.
Oh, it was aliens. That's what the farmers say. Yeah, sure did.
As they're zipping up,
and Adam's just looking at his window, staring at the
while he's just blandly poking his wife, who's like partially asleep, and he's just staring. He's just staring at the dog.
He's staring at the cow getting raped by the alien.
No. You think he's staring at that, but then you realize he was looking past to the sheep herding dog in the back, and he's just in love with that dog. And that dog's staring right back at him. And the FBI breaks in. They're like, "We know you've been we know you've been raping those cows." He's like, "No." They're like, "I don't think this guy's into cows, boss. He's got dog magazines and dog photos to paste it on the wall." Why is there so many dog toys in your backyard?
It's like a magazine of dogs' buttholes.
Why is there 15 jars of
it's like Hustler
completely
for dogs.
Empty peanut butter cans in the trash can?
Yeah,
just peanut butter everywhere. And then Tom Sizemore comes in. He's like, "I've been undercover for 4 months investigating this dog fucker. You think I like wearing this outfit?" He's just dressed like a dog. And he's got peanut butter all over his mouth. He's been getting fucked by Adam for 4 months. He's like, my wife hates him. She is so ticked off about this case. Greatest character in them, which is an amazing cameo.
That scene is awesome.
Okay, so picture the chase scene in Point Break. They're running through the alleys. They go through the house. Yeah. He throws the dog at Adam. Adam catches the dog, but instead of punting it away, catches it, spins it around, dips it, open mouth kisses it, goes down, starts getting real handsy with it, and then it's a beautiful love scene between him and the dog. So imagine that. I'm talking various positions, tasteful, slow-mo, but glossy, it's just filter. Adam's wearing a blonde wig because he's really just he's just Owen Wilson and brushes his bangs out of his face. He's Owen Wilson's
wig guy.
And Owen Wilson's watching,
and he's just like, wow, as he's getting pegged by a dog.
Wow,
it's like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but it's Owen Wilson and Adam. And Adam's the stunt guy, and cock. instead of us talking about what's the matter, partner?
When you bring up Point Break,
Italy, fuck dogs.
When you bring up Point Break, instead of people being like, "Yeah, it's crazy," Patrick Swayze did all his own stunts. What everybody talks about is like, "Yeah, Owen Wilson's stunt double, Adam Bowers, got fucked by that dog for real." It's crazy that they filmed that. I mean, yeah, Patrick Swayze, he parachuted, sure, but Adam Bowers, stuntman, Owen Wilson, stuntman,
Jackie Chan's like tapping Adam on the shoulder.
Stop using my full name.
Jackie Chan's tapping
insisted on getting pegged by that pit bull.
Jackie Chan's tapping him on the shoulder. He's like,
are
you gonna eat that dog after you're done with it?
Oh, come on. No, come on.
Oh, William.
Come on, William.
It's wrong.
That's important.
Low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, you guys are talking about a different Adam Bowers, right? The guy who has the Adam Bowers Twitter handle is a youth pastor. That's the Adam Bowers you guys are talking about, right?
I don't want to libel that guy.
He was a former. He was a.
If you
he was a
don't
former
even fucking
stunt.
talk
No,
to
look
that
him
guy.
up. No, look him up. He was a former stunt man who used to get pegged by dogs, and he changed careers.
A different guy. Different.
Can't do this every episode.
I know. Don't act like I feel like you're acting like I'm making you do it.
I just hate doing the Adam show. It's
That's
so
the
annoying.
attitude. You don't even have to pay attention to anything I say, okay? Just breathe.
Like everything
right
has
past
to be about you
everything I say.
and how weird you are and how much weird sex you have.
No.
With dogs.
And it's like
I don't know.
Hashtag me woof.
I'm not. That's not. I don't like any of this. I'm not like asking them to do this.
It's like a giant New York Times Me Too article. It's like a dog.
Hashtag me
all these
woof.
dogs taking their picture taken. It's like remember the Cosby cover of all the women he raped? It was like 60 women in chairs.
No, I don't
like
remember
60
that.
dogs on a cover of a magazine. It's
Four of them are the ones
that
that were from that poker. From that poker, the four in the front were from that infamous poker. Dogs playing poker.
It's not a movie, but sure, Ryan. For sure.
Oh, those would be dogs that I rescued.
But that old movie, you know, the dogs
They're
playing
on the New
poker.
York Times say thank you.
The last
Ratings.
episode, we did a thing where it was like babies.
Oh yeah,
We had baby Sinclair.
Jerry Seinfeld though. Thing. Okay, let's just start saying Jerry Seinfeld instead of my full name.
Jerry
Seinfeld.
Jared Steinfeld.
Jared Seinfeld. What about Jared Steinfeld? And it's Jared from Subway. It has Jared on Seinfeld.
He's like, I'm trying to date this girl, Kramer, but she's 17 years old. She's old.
Yeah.
Kramer's like,
Oh yeah.
Huh?
I heard.
Go, 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 go.
No, Kramer just yells the N-word.
No, that's Jared. That's the show. Jared.
That's the only in this one. That's the only line.
Every episode.
It's just a pedophile and a guy yelling.
He's like, Jerry, you can't date her. She's
beep. And he goes, I know, but she's also 7. Boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Ba-da-da-dum. Eat fresh.
the problem with
most
Zoom.
What's your guys' ratings?
The problem with Zoom is that all are popping and
Yeah,
it thinks
not
it's like
there.
it thinks it's like bad audio, like noise it needs to filter out.
Oh damn. Oh,
So,
that
like-
sucks.
It's muted.
Let's do I want to fucking eat dinner. Let's
Oh, you haven't
do
had dinner yet?
ratings. No. There you go. There's your answer.
I had dinner early. I had lovely
You guys
chicken
eat?
and vegetable. Yeah, you don't eat food for sustenance.
I've got a couple Skittles left over from the other day. And then I had like 3 little sushis today.
You're like a kid who's like at Camp Nowhere. You're just like living like a queen's dream life.
I can't die. I'm a 153-year-old. I can't die.
He's
So
like-
I might as well have fun.
Andrew Keegan. Is that the one from Independence Day?
Andrew
yeah,
Keegan,
yeah,
Michael
yeah.
Keegan.
Yeah.
Or is he like Mud? He's like Mud. Ryan's like
Okay.
Mud if he Mud
No,
from
I'm
Camp
like
Nowhere if he grew
Roach,
up.
bro. No, I'm Roach from Point Break. I'm gonna be the
Which one's
second to
Roach?
last
You're
to
Roach
die.
from you're Roach from real life.
I'm the second. Mute yourself. I'm
me
the
ask you
second.
What about this guy? What about when Patrick Swayze
how about
brings in
you
Keanu
go
Reeves
ahead and
into the
mute
van?
yourself?
He goes in the van.
Yes,
He's like,
sir.
"I'm going to show you something. This is going to hurt." It's a
It's
video.
gonna
Of,
sting. It's gonna sting a little, but it's gonna help you grow.
and it's a video of Lori Petty getting like tortured by Lee
Not
Turkson.
really.
kidnapped.
She's just tied
Kidnapped.
up. Yeah.
Take it easy, William. That was your imagination.
Yeah.
Kidnapped.
You were getting horned up a little.
You always
bit,
make
probably.
the movie more graphic and shit.
Well, it's a comedy show.
Okay, go on.
It's a comedy show.
You're doing it for the show?
But I will say, Adam literally is John C. McGinley's son. Literally.
Literally.
It's been said. It's just a fun little joke.
Or at least they got the
Your-
same
your
condition.
pleasure.
Young, dumb, and full of Adam.
Young,
stop calling me cum.
Full of ad cum. You're technically where every human being, Adam, every human being is partially cum. That's literally how human beings are
seed.
made.
Yeah. It's a human seed.
So say it. Say you are.
Well, we all, I guess, yeah, we all are in like a little bit of cum. No way.
This is weird.
All right, what's your guys' ratings? I said my Jackie Chan idea, so I'm ready to go. That's cool.
You can leave anytime.
I'll flex on that.
Flexing what?
Are you trying to say that every? Look, let's gotta keep it tight.
I listen to podcasts where people are like, "All right, I'm taking off," and they just like leave the show. You know, they're not always like threatening, like, and I might leave.
And everybody else.
Do you want
stop?
Do you want me to leave?
We're missing some things about this. No. We're still missing some things.
This is a big movie. We got to really dive in. Food's overrated. I should know. I just had dinner and wasn't that good.
I just had dinner too. I had 2 Skittles. I'm good for about
that's a guy who's had dinner is saying that. Of course you would have this attitude.
Is there anything we missed?
Yes. So Roach, we didn't even talk about half of the henchmen. Roach is the last one to die. He's the one that's bleeding out in the airplane.
James LaGrosse, great actor.
And he gives him that revolver or whatever, and then the bag of money. Yeah. So that he's Roach.
Yeah, he's tight.
And that's who I'm saying I would definitely be, because he's just talking shit all the way to the end. And Keanu Reeves is like, yo, he goes, you're feeling cold because you're losing all your blood.
Hope it was worth it.
Which was such a dumbass line.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the cop shooting up the fucking bank.
Oh, the bank, right? Yeah.
Talk about killing Zoe. That shit is basically the same scene, except this guy had the gun, which is way cooler. So there's an undercover cop, or
he's off duty.
Off-duty cop. Yeah, he's
just literally there banking. Yeah.
The security guard's all like, "No, don't do it, don't do it."
Yeah, that guy, that Kevin looking ass, The Office Kevin looking ass dude. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about?
Don't shoot the bank robbers. And the cop's like, I'm gonna shoot him. You don't need to shoot. No cop would ever shoot up a fucking bank with four guys with guns.
Listen, here's what they fucked up about.
This is stupid.
Here's where Patrick Swayze fucked up, because in the first speech that we see when they rob the bank, he goes up and he goes, this bank, their money's insured. We're taking it from them. We're not taking it from you. So don't even sweat it. Like that. He has this whole speech about how he's like, they're stealing from the man, not from the people.
Yep.
So that is a genius way to like also kind of calm people down and be like, yeah, he's right. Like a reasonable argument. Like, yeah, just let him take the money. Nobody gets hurt. It's just money. Da, da, da. He didn't do that in the final one. He just went up and was like, we're going to the vault. So maybe if he would have said it, that cop would have been like, yeah, fair. That's true.
You'd have to be so dumb to be on the ground, surrounded by four guys with guns.
Yes.
And then be like, I'm going to pull a gun out and
then yell
and shoot them.
Well, you'll
shoot one and then the other one will shoot you, which is what happened. See, a smart guy would have, this is what an actual,
smart guy would have pissed and shit their pants and just laid there.
No, he would have pissed and spun around a little circle. Peed everybody in the face.
Like jet flies up.
Or just rolling back and forth like a top.
Yeah. A smart guy would have what? Like, so what would you do in that situation?
I would have been fucking a dog. I would have picked up that dog and I would have thrown it at Patrick Swayze.
Also, you always bring your dog to your bank?
I'm always fucking a dog.
Always?
Because I'm so into it. So I would just take the dog I was fucking at the bank. I'm waiting in line. I'm getting a little bored. I see a good looking dog in that bank.
Go.
I'm going to fuck it.
Here, boy. Here, boy.
Hold it in front of you with 2 hands.
Yeah, I'm just getting a nice grip on it.
At the end of Old Yeller, when the dad's like, you gotta take Old Yeller out back behind the shed and fuck it. And that's like how you started it. And
Dad,
then you go back and you're like,
I
don't want it, Dad. He's fine, Dad. And then you go out back and then you have to do it and you're just bawling.
Didn't the dog have rabies?
Mm-hmm. This time it has AIDS, rabies.
So it has to follow. Okay.
Jeez.
I heard after they shot that scene where they shot Old Yeller, Jackie Chan showed up on set and was going like, can I have that? Can I get a little lunch? Can I get a little dinner? It's been a long shooting day.
You guys gonna finish that?
It's been a long day. I'm trying to
get I don't want no trouble, but you guys gonna finish that? I'm a noodle chef, so I could make that sucker pretty good. Okay, so is Johnny Utah the same character as Johnny Mnemonic and also the same character as
Johnny Neo?
Johnny Neo, also the same character as he's another John.
Johnny Dracula.
Constantine. John Constantine.
Jonathan Harker.